Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mahomes going to throw. No hesitations. They go right back to Kelsey. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Working with a 2nd and 3.
43, 43, 15. Yellow. 15, 15.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their... And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Steelers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, Ripley. You got to go right here. You got to.
On first down, Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half. And now here is another interception. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing is Rodgers. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Harris running straight ahead. And he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
good gain last play. This time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. They'll try and run with Harris, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Steelers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. And Mahomes is going to keep it. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now Rodgers. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw, it's Rodgers. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Nick Bolton. There he goes left side. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that cuts this lead down to 13. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground. Swan, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the right side with Harris to about the 40-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Harris. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now here's Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
On play action, it's Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on third down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
On first down, Swan. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Swan, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
26.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line.
So we'll recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
The Steelers send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Allen. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Extra point by Barker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Pittsburgh, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible.